All right, good morning, Triangle, Raleigh, Wake Forest, North Carolina areas around the Raleigh, North Carolina metropolitan area. This is Mike Young with Wake Forest Community Information and Raleigh Community Information. And this video, depending upon where you guys are watching it, is really designed for people who are in these areas and in these community groups. And if you don't know about our community groups yet, I highly recommend that you get involved with them. If you're in the area or if you're associated with anybody in the area, like relatives, if you visit, you go there on business. I mean, you guys know the Raleigh and the Triangle area are pretty big high-tech areas, and there's lots of people going in and out of RDU all the time on business. So if you are, we highly recommend you get in our groups. They are like no groups anywhere else. Wake Forest Community Information, which you can find at www.wfci.one. That's wfci.one. That'll take you straight there. You'll find that we have 52,000 people in that group. And then we've got Raleigh Community Information, which is, excuse me, I'm drinking my kombucha. It's rci.one. rci.one. We've got about 34,000 people in that group. Those are our two biggest, but we've got a whole bunch of groups under the name trianglegrapevine.org, which is a Facebook page. And if you click groups when you go to that trianglegrapevine.org and like it, by the way, when you're there, you can find out about all the groups we have, which are Wake Forest, Raleigh, Cary Community Information, Rollsville Community Information, our 4-county group in the north side of town, which is Franklin, Granville, Vance, and Warren counties community information. Get in that one too, and also Durham County community information. Those are that's our circle around Wake Forest and Raleigh. Now, if you guys don't know about the groups, or if you guys do know about them, let me give you some updates on the statistics. First of all, my name is Mike Young. I'm the founder of these groups. Based on what I see and what I remember and what I see in Facebook, these groups were founded near the end of 2011 is when I started these groups, and they've just grown and grown since then. They've turned into some amazing community resources, the likes of which I have not seen anywhere else. And I don't know if you guys have, but literally, Wake Forest Community Information has almost everybody in the town in that group. And we are very thankful for this type of connectivity, especially at this time with the coronavirus and COVID-19 going around, and everybody's sheltering in place orders and staying at home and quarantined. And really the only way to connect with people and be social is to get online. So we highly encourage you guys that you use the groups more than ever. And we have seen that in the usage statistics that we see as group managers. And let me give you a little update on what those statistics are. We get statistics that we see very easily for the last 28 days. It tells us the amount of interactions that have taken place in each group. And Wake Forest Community Information continues to go up. We've hit another record. I think last time I checked, it was around 530,000 interactions in the last 28 days. Now, normally, before this COVID-19 thing started, we were about 225,000. So we've almost doubled the activity since that time, which is amazing. And we highly recommend that you guys use these groups. Let us know about businesses that are struggling. Let us know about curbside pickup and takeouts and deliveries that restaurants have. We are here to help the community and at no cost for anybody too, which is an awesome thing. You don't have to worry about setting you back financially. We know you're already hurting and we want to help you. So Raleigh Community Information, also a record. I think we're almost at 200,000 interactions in the last 28 days in Raleigh Community Information, which is a record for that group. And that group continues to grow. Same with Cary, same with Rollsville, the 4-county group, and also Durham. So get in all those groups if you guys aren't in them, especially if you're a business or organization. Let us know about what's going on. Let us know about it in all the groups. Now, what else has been going on? There's a lot been going on since the last time I made a video, and this is video number 6 in the series, and at least of this coronavirus. And we plan on making this a regular series going forward with video updates as to what's going on in the community. But for right now, we're focusing on the crisis that we have at hand. So this is video number 6. It was 4 days ago on Saturday that I made the last video. And what's happened since then? Well, you guys may have noticed, because we've received some input, that we've had to make a few changes in the groups. We've been talking about these with the moderators, and I want to give a shout out to the moderators. Please, everybody, thank Philip and Sarah and Aaron. You can thank them here in the comments. Give them a high five, an attaboy, attagirl, whatever you want to give them. But just thank them, because it's truly sometimes feels like a thankless job. I can say that because I've been involved in it for so long myself. But we recognize the value that we're providing to the community, and just know that our hearts are all in the right place. Not just our hearts, but our actions. What we're actually doing. What we're doing is the best that we or anybody truly can do. We really do believe that. And we value your suggestions, so please give them to them if you have us. But just know, if you're questioning, well, are they really doing this right? Are they out there to censor everybody in the group, or are they just letting anything go? I mean, no, we're not doing either of those things. We're somewhere in the middle. We're trying to find a good balance for the community so that everybody can participate. And that's always changing. It's always in flux. So we are always changing, and we're updating things. And what have we done? Well, you've probably seen if you looked at the top of the group. So go and look at the top of the group right now if you're watching me, and whether you're watching live or as the recorded version of this, please go up to the top, because you'll find, that's the kombucha again. As always, you will find our policies and guidelines pinned to the top of the group. We highly recommend you read over those. Please read over them again, because just since the last time I made the video on Saturday, we have added another policy to our policies and guidelines. And that is that we no longer allow posts about COVID-19, the coronavirus, unless they are from legitimate news sources. And that's all explained in the post that's pinned to the top. So please go ahead and look at that. But hopefully you guys understand why we've had to do this. It's something that we didn't necessarily want to have to do. Most of the rules are things we don't want to have to do, but we just have to because things are getting out of control. I don't think that it's going to severely impact the group at all, other than in a positive way, not in a negative way. So we do believe that you're going to get more valuable information and see more of it. And along with this, for two of the groups, our most active groups, which are Wake Forest Community Information and Raleigh Community Information, we have decided to require post approval for the first time ever. We have not had this before. Now, this is not listed in the guidelines or policies because it's just automatic. It's with these two groups with the high volume, like I told you, 530,000 and close to 200,000. We're talking about 800,000 interactions. Is that right? 700,000 interactions per month. And that is just a tremendous amount of activity. And unfortunately, as you guys know, sometimes people take advantage and they don't follow our policies and guidelines. They do things that are just completely and totally inappropriate just to get attention. They're drunk or high, which we recommend you do not ever, don't get drunk or high at all to begin with, but don't ever go and start typing and putting stuff in our groups after you've done that. We have no way to check for that. But so our new check is that we're going to approve these posts on an as-made frequency. Basically, whenever you make a post, it's not going to just appear in these groups. That's the way it has been up to this point all along. And we've just determined that it's caused too many problems. It's not conducive to good behavior. It's not rewarding good behavior. And in some ways, it encourages bad behavior. And that is the last thing we want to do. We do not want to encourage bad behavior. We want this group to be valuable for everybody. We want everybody to, when they get in the group, they'll like, these are my people. This is my community. Wake Forest especially has such a spirit of community. We don't want a few vocal, active people to destroy it for everybody, if you know what I'm saying. So that's why we've implemented this, and we think it's going to be a good thing. And it's really just been over the last 2 days that we've been working this out. I think we started 2 days ago with the new policy on COVID-19, and we started yesterday, or a little more than 24 hours ago, with the post approval. Initially, we did it on more groups, but it wasn't needed. It's really needed on Wake Forest and Raleigh Community Information. So that's where it is. And so don't be surprised. And just, you can pass that along and give us your feedback too. Feel free to comment on this video. Feel free to get in touch with me. My direct mobile number is 240-205-0417. That's 240-205-0417. Feel free to text me or call me, or we can video chat too. We can have a video chat. Don't let this stop you. We're trying to deal with the situation, trying to roll with the changes, and help everybody out along the way as much as we can help them out. So, also in that spirit, if you watch my last video, you know that I am founder of also a nonprofit called PlantBasedDiet.org. That's PlantBasedDiet.org. Go over to the website if you want to check out the healthiest, most positive immune boosting recipes that you can get. They're on there. Just click Healthy Recipes tab. And also, if you want to get food delivered to you that is the absolute healthiest, again, immune boosting foods, we've got a tab for that too. It's healthy prepared foods. Just click on that, and you'll be able to order stuff and have it delivered straight to your house even during this time. So it's pretty awesome because food is the number one way, most effective, quickest way to boost your immune system within 72 hours. And I've been doing a lot of videos, both on my personal timeline and also through the nonprofit YouTube channel, which I'll give you information on in a bit for another reason. And we've got all kinds of content explaining this. And we really want you to be in good health. We want you to make it through this alive and not get sick. And the best way to do that is to boost your immune system. So you guys probably know, get lots of sleep, right? Do that. Keep your stress down. Reduce the stress. No anxiety if possible. Don't worry about things that may or may not and probably will never happen in the future. Keep that in check. We give tips on all these things too, by the way. Exercise. Make sure you get your aerobic exercise. I know there's a lot of restrictions right now, but even with the restrictions, you are still allowed to go out to a place where you actually are allowed to exercise if there are any parks or natural areas that are still open. And you are, as long as you keep your distance from people, allowed to do your exercise. That's very important, okay? I know that most people are not doing that, although you still see more people than ever out these days, which is great. Just keep your distance from them and keep within the regulations that the lawmakers have put in place for us. So, see, those are the main things, but food, again, is coming back to food. That's the most effective way to boost your immune system. That's what you can do right now, and you can have measurable positive impacts within 72 hours of starting a change in that department. So please go to our website, PlantBasedDiet.org, learn about our resources. If you're a chef, make the right kind of foods, or just order those prepared foods. You can do it. I know this is a time. This is when it really, really matters. So this is why I'm telling you guys about this right now. It's so, so important. Now, what else do we have going on? Coming up in the very near future, which is in, Wednesday? So I think this is like 11 days from now. Sunday the 19th, because today is the 8th, so that's 11 days. Yeah, 11 days. Sunday the 19th, we're going to have a live all-day broadcast of top-level experts talking about the connection of the plant-based lifestyle with preventing hopefully preventing deaths from COVID-19 and coronavirus, and boosting your immune system to the maximum so that while there won't be any guarantees that everyone can survive this, that almost everyone will get a benefit of a boosted immune system, which is the best way to help prevent any kind of terrible, terrible outcomes from this outbreak, this disease, this virus. Actually, it's not a disease, it's a virus that's going around. So that immune system, focus on the immune system is it. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a Q&A all day with top-level experts. Now, how are you going to find out about this? Do you have to register for it? Do you have to pay for it? No. There's no registration required. There is no payment required. Just like you're watching me right now, it's totally free. You can connect on any of your digital devices. Now, how do you do that? 2 ways. The first way is to go to Fairfax Veg Fest, because that's one of our events. We have a Facebook page. If you're on Facebook, go there and like the page. If you do, you'll probably get notified when we go live. The most certain way to get notified when we go live is to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and that is PlantBasedDiet.org. So when you go into YouTube, type in PlantBasedDiet.org, all one word, it's the URL. Or if you're not in YouTube and you want to get it there even easier, just type in PlantBasedVideos.info. PlantBasedVideos.info. And when you go there, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you turn that bell for notifications on so that you'll be alerted when we go live. And we will go live between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Sunday, April 19th, in just 11 days. And I can guarantee you it will be a life-changing experience for many of you that watch this. You will be convinced beyond a shadow of a doubt. You're not going to hear some rote presentations by people that were prepared in advance. What you're going to get is these top-level experts coming in one by one to our broadcast area. And we will have our own people, which is Cortland Malloy, a reporter and a journalist from the Washington Post. Okay, so we've got a Washington Post person there, Cortland Malloy. He's going to be doing the interviewing along with Gwen Whitaker from Green Fair Organic Cafe. And also folks from PCRM will be there. Chuck Carroll from the Exam Room Podcast will also be there doing interviews. So between the three of them, they are going to basically drill down each guest in their levels of expertise. Each guest has their own levels of expertise. Most of these are doctors, physicians, and they are well versed in the science and the evidence and the truth as to what you can do to boost your immune system, what works, how fast it works, etc., etc. And you can probably even type in stuff while we're going. We'll see if we can pull your questions off of our live broadcast and get them answered right then and there on the spot. So it'll be an awesome experience. So let your folks know about this. As soon as I finish with this video, I am going to put the links for the YouTube channel, for the Facebook event, and for that Facebook page down below once I have time to process. As you guys know, the way Facebook works is this is a live broadcast, which is awesome. But then there's a period of time where there's processing involved, so that it keeps it up there forever and ever so you guys can watch it. And I'll be pinning these to the top of the groups, by the way, too. So that's about all I have for the updates for you guys for today. Except to remind you, you guys probably know I'm in real estate, Mike Young Real Estate, and feel free to go over and like my page, Mike Young Real Estate. We are still doing business. I've got actually 2 closings supposed to happen next week, listings that are under contract. We're moving forward. We're adapting. We're doing everything different. And you know what? You can even buy a house without even going out and seeing it. I've done it. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but we can work something out during this. We can always work something out. I've been doing this. I've been licensed since 2005, I think it was. It's been a long, long time, okay, that I've been licensed. I've helped a tremendous amount of clients. I've got a huge amount of experience, which is invaluable in a time like this. And go over to Mike Young Real Estate, like the page. And in addition to liking Mike Young Real Estate, please go ahead and like trianglegrapevine.org. Like that page too. You'll get updates for all of our groups. You'll get updates on real estate stuff that's happening locally. And, you know, I'm more than happy to talk to people on video chat, phone calls, text, whatever, about any questions you guys have about real estate at this time, because this is a very, very unique time in real estate. And I can tell you, showings are way down. They're way down, at least in-person showings, but business is still going on. We haven't quite fallen off a cliff yet, although who knows? So many businesses have. Real estate may be next. We don't know, but we don't know about so many things. We're not going to sit here and worry about it all day long, but we're going to keep innovating and keep changing things up and, you know, meet the needs of the consumer, basically, is what we're doing. So thank you guys again. And if you are watching this and you haven't joined yet, go to wfci.one or rci.one or both and join those groups if you have any connections to the Triangle area of North Carolina, because we are very, very thankful again that these groups are here. And thank you so much as a group member for participating and just keeping it active, keeping it positive. You know, whenever you see something going wrong, by the way, I'll say it again like I do in every video, please send us screenshots, send us pictures of the conversations, because some people are very malicious. Few people are, and they delete all the stuff. So send it to all the moderators so that we can deal with it. We really want to make these groups, Wake Forest and Raleigh Community Information, as pleasant as an environment as possible, as good of a culture, as conducive as possible for business, for organizations, for meeting your neighbors, for just saying hi and being friendly. That's really what these groups are for. And again, so thankful that it's working out. So thankful that the spirit of community is alive and well. And thank you for watching this video. I look forward to reading your comments below or any suggestions you have, and feel free to contact me at any time. And have a great day. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. Bye-bye.